welcome to your financial future. Let's see what we have going on. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lady and the Lord. We have the Ram and the Dahlia. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Determination. And we have the Bee Spirit, sweet results await. And we have Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. I always love when Spirit gives us really direct and concise messages. When I was pulling your tarot and then I was laying out your cards and I saw the Two of Pentacles and then the Knight of Pentacles, I was like, oh great, we're on topic. We are exactly on topic. Like no vague or like difficult to decipher messages here. Everything is very straightforward. So with the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles here, in the future, you are going to sort of be juggling different financial goals that you have for yourself. I feel like you're trying to achieve a lot. You're feeling very ambitious and you have really sort of identified what your relatively long-term financial goals are, and you're making changes accordingly. And if you've always kind of avoided thinking about money or you've avoided budgeting, or anything like that, I feel like you're sort of ripping the Band-Aid off and you're like, okay, it's time to get really serious about my finances. And so maybe for the first time, for some of you, maybe not for all of you, but maybe for the first time, you're really sitting down with yourself or with your partner as well and coming up with a budget, coming up with a plan. Or you are saying, okay, I want to save up money for a house, or I want to save up money for a renovation project, or I want to invest my money, or I want to save up this amount of money because I want to not struggle when the holiday season comes around at the end of the year. And like people tend to overspend during the holiday season, things like that, like whatever your personal financial goals are for yourself. Maybe you need a new car. Maybe if you have a partner and you're thinking about starting a family, because we do have the Lady and the Lord, which is the Lovers in this deck. So maybe you're sitting down and saying, okay, like we want to start a family, so let's save up some money for that. Let's prepare ourselves for that. Maybe you already have children and you're trying to figure out how much money you need to save up for daycare, childcare, whatever it is that your children need. So many possibilities here, so I'm just trying to make sure that I'm covering everything. I will also say here with the Lovers, if you're single right now watching this could be indicating that in the future, you have a partner and you have someone else to think about. So when you're combining two households, combining your lives together, that has a major impact on your finances, and I mean, most of the time for the positive, because now you have someone to split everything with, and so you have more money left over. With the Knight of Pentacles, your financial situation is improving. We're not seeing here that you're rich, but we're seeing that your financial situation is improving. Now, if you're already very comfortable, then yeah, maybe you are rich, but your financial situation is absolutely improving. But I think you're juggling a lot, you're navigating a lot. If you are single and you're resonating with that message of, okay, I'm going to have a partner in the future, then maybe you're getting a new place together. And so then you're reorienting your budget because now you're going to be splitting rent with someone, or splitting a mortgage payment with someone, or splitting utilities with someone. Maybe you move in with them, and so you work out, this is how much you are contributing to, the household expenses. So maybe you decide, okay, I'm going to be responsible for the grocery bill, things like that. I do feel like, though, there's at least two big financial goals that you have for yourself that you are saving up for, or you are trying to figure out, how can I earn more money to achieve this? But I think that you are making more money, but you're not spending more money. I do think you're being really wise with your money. And sometimes people have an increase in their income, but it doesn't really make a difference because in terms of their long-term savings, because their lifestyle expenses increase with their income. And so they don't have that like safety net because they continue to spend more as they make more. So it's just, flowing out like water. I don't see that happening with you all. And I think part of that is because you have a partner. But I think for most of you, it is also because you're just being smarter with your money. And maybe that's the influence of this partner. Like if you're someone who has always avoided thinking about money, or you struggle with the budget, or you like to shop, you like retail therapy, or you're an emotional spender, you just don't know anything about investing or 401k or anything like that, you have a partner who comes in and helps, or maybe they make more money than you and they come in and they help. They take off some of that burden. Because if you're having to spend less on your daily expenses and then you're making more money, well, now you really have more money to put into your savings, okay? And with determination here, you really are, well on your way to a king or queen of pentacles position. You are on the up and up, like you are getting there, which is really beautiful to see. And you have someone to help you with the bee spirit. You think about bees working in a hive, working together. So you have a partner, you have someone to share your financial burdens with. And Nightingale spirit, love is all around. You have support. And that makes a difference too. Like even if you were to take away financially how your partner is contributing, even just the emotional support, having someone encourage you and help you, hype you up, like, yeah, babe, you can get that promotion. You should apply for that job. You're going to do great on that interview. I know they're going to offer you the job. Yeah, you should start that side hustle. I think you would be really successful. Oh, you need a website for it? Let me help you. I'm good at that. Things like that, like just supporting you. Because I think there is a lot of positive development with your career. And maybe for a few of you, you're trying to start a business. And maybe you start a business with this partner, or maybe they're just supporting you, starting this business venture. Or maybe they give you some startup capital for a few of you. And now, finally, we have some advice from Spirit. How can you currently improve your financial situation? We have pay attention to your thoughts, reflect, and see yourself in your happy place, visualize. So I feel like these two cards in tandem are really encouraging you to stay optimistic, to sort of have a clear vision in your mind about what your dream financial situation is. What does your dream career look like? Your dream, or even if you were to share it with a partner, okay, like I want to stay at home and I want to be with someone where I can, take care of childcare, do the domestic duties while they financially provide. Even if that's the dynamic that you want, visualize that. So they're really sort of encouraging you to get your manifestation on, pray about it, visualize it. And be optimistic. Don't be negative. Don't limit yourself. Don't have a scarcity mindset. Don't tell yourself, well, if you feel like currently you are poor, don't tell yourself, I'm poor now. My family's always been poor. I'll always be poor. Get rid of that mindset. It's not helping you. And even if that were true, it doesn't help you to think that way. It just makes you even more miserable. You have to at least have hope, right? If you don't have hope, there's no motivation to try. So I think believe that this is possible for you. Believe that your financial situation can improve. And kind of see that as like something that has to happen. It will happen. Just keep telling yourself that narrative. And you will have help, for those of you who have been single for a long time and you're feeling like, oh man, am I ever going to meet somebody? Because quite honestly, financially, I don't know how things are looking, wherever you live, but the economy's not great. The economy's not great. It's hard. And so, I think that having a partner and having someone to financially help out, it does make a difference, or God forbid you get sick, you can't work anymore, to have a partner there who can help out, it makes all the difference. Okay, so big takeaway here, I think, for right now, stay optimistic, stay hopeful, and sort of start to think about your long-term financial goals, where you want to see yourself, and really have a clear picture in your mind about financially what is it that you want. All right, that concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it brought you some comfort. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, or subscribing. Hitting the notification bell lets you know whenever I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is to watch the ads. I know they can probably be a little bit annoying, but you can always mute them and just have them on in the background. So I really appreciate anyone who does that as well. I also want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has watched the ads already, been a regular viewer, donated on Venmo, tipped with super thanks, or just commented or liked a video. It means the world to me and to Miss Gracie, of course. I'm wishing everyone the best as always. Please take care, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Group 2, welcome to your reading. So we have your future financial status here. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Cups. We have the Sheep and Blackberry Devotion, and we also have Vulture Spirit, Nothing is Wasted. Okay, I do have to tell you, when I was shuffling your tarot right before I started to film this, the 8 of Wands and the 6 of Cups flew out. So I was shuffling at my kitchen table, and both of these cards flew out from the deck face up, and they flew out separately. The 8 of Wands came first, and then the 6 of Cups. And the fact that they were also upright when they fell to the floor, I was like, okay, your financial status is going to change quickly. I think it feels like, let me phrase it like this. I think it looks like to other people you've had some sort of overnight success. But in reality, I think you've been working at this for a long time. But I think that other people would look at it like, oh wow, you got a really lucky break there. But you've been working towards this for a long time. So this could look like you working really hard in school, getting your degree, maybe getting an advanced degree, then you graduate and you get your dream job as soon as you graduate, and people are like, oh man, that's so lucky. Some people spend 6 months, a year trying to land a job like that, or some people don't get a job like that until they're 2-3 years into their career, post-graduation. And you're sitting over there thinking like, oh my God, like I studied, I poured my heart into my schoolwork. Like it was hell, like I put in all this effort. It doesn't feel like it was handed to me. It feels like I earned it because you did. For others of you, this could be a business that you started and you put so much preparation and time and effort into it, and then it takes off, and people are like, man, that's really, really lucky. But I think what feels like luck to other people is actually to you like very hard work, because with the Eight of Pentacles, you have spent time and effort into this. And if this maybe for some of you, this isn't something you've started yet, but whenever you start towards something, whenever you put your heart into it with this Eight of Pentacles, this is someone who's been doing something for a long time. Let's take this YouTube channel as an example here. Let's say you decided you were going to become a tarot reader on YouTube, and let's say you've been practicing tarot on your own for 3 years. And then you decide to start a channel and you have a video that goes viral. And people are like, wow, that's like overnight success. But you know that you've been practicing tarot on your own for 3 years before you even decided to start this channel. And then maybe you spent 6 months planning everything going into the channel, figuring out your filming setup and whatever, before you actually started. Or maybe you had to do other things like, okay, I need to reorient my schedule so that I can film, so I can put time into this. All of these things. So I just feel like what looks like to other people like a lucky break actually involves a lot of effort. But you are going to find financial success, an increase in your finances very quickly with the Eight of Wands. But with it being next to the Eight of Pentacles, this is something that you have put work and effort into for some time, and it's something that you are an expert at doing. The Eight of Pentacles talks about someone who has really learned their craft. Whatever it is that you do, you have polished this. You are someone who is established in something. Even if other people don't know you're good at something, the Eight of Pentacles tells us that you are. You are a cut above the rest because you've been doing this for some time and you've honed your skills. And so it's time for, with the Six of Cups, your financial compensation to match your skill level. And so that's what we see with the Eight of Wands. Really fast, positive, moving changes. Financial success, new opportunities pouring in very quickly. You finding your audience, your customer base, you finding the right job opportunity that's going to see that potential within you and nurture it. You getting that promotion. You finding the right opportunity that's really going to nurture your skill set and bolster you to being the very best that you can possibly be. It's time for you to get to the Ten of Pentacles here. And with the Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, this could be something that you were very successful at in a past life. And so it almost feels like a second skin to you, whatever this craft is, whatever it is that you're doing. Because for all of you, it's going to be different. But with devotion, this is something very close to your heart. The Six of Cups can also talk about things that we dreamed about doing in our childhood. Things that we dreamed about doing when we were little. This is a passion of yours. It's not just a job. Something you are devoted to. Something, again, you have poured your heart and your soul into. We see the little boy here carrying a yellow bird. I think you've always had hope that this could come to fruition for you. You've always had hope that you could find financial success in this craft, in what you do. And whatever this Eight of Pentacles is referring to. And with the repeating eights here, this is something where it's not like you have a flood of money and that's it. This is something where you have a lifetime stable income. You have abundance that lasts. It's not like, oh, here, take this money. It's not like winning the lottery where it's just a lump sum of money. This is a stable income for you. This is abundance that you can rely upon until you decide to retire. And then you have money to retire on. And with the vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. That's telling us all that time you spent cultivating your craft, developing what you do, studying, practicing, working at it, preparing for it. With that Eight of Pentacles, everything that went into it, all your dreaming, none of it was for nothing. You were finding your success. Nothing is wasted. Because there may have been times along this journey where you felt like, maybe I should give up. Maybe I should try something different. Maybe I should switch my major. Maybe I should switch my career path. Maybe it's never going to happen for me. But we see with vulture spirit, that devotion was not wasted. That devotion to your craft, to what you do, to what you love was not wasted. This was always meant for you. The Six of Cups, this is part of your soul's purpose. And I wouldn't be surprised if you end up connecting with your soul family through this process, through this journey. I think you're going to find a lot of helpful people along your path here. But you got this. You are on the right path. If you are in this Eight of Pentacles, if you are striving to get to this Eight of Pentacles, you are on the right path. And here we have advice for you currently. So how can you currently improve your financial situation? We have creativity flows through you. Create. We have prioritize a good night's sleep, rest. And notice the rest card is 33 and the create card is 3. So it's making me think of the Three of Pentacles and this idea that your work is a cut above the rest. That you will find your audience. Audience doesn't have to necessarily mean fans or customers. It could even be a workplace that recognizes your talents and promotes you and appreciates you and values you as a member of the team. So it depends upon what you do for a living or what you want to do for a living. Because all of you, are in different places in this journey. But with create here, creativity, honor that. Honor your creativity. Give yourself permission to be creative. Don't feel like your creativity is a waste of time because it is a key to your success. But we have to balance that work with rest. And in fact, the more that you rest, the more that you give yourself time to recover from the time you spend working, the more inspiration will find you and the more creative you will be. Rest is a necessary component to creativity. And honestly, some of the most creative strikes of inspiration you will find are when your mind is quiet, when you're focused on like a boring, mundane task, tidying up your house. Resting in bed, vegging out, watching a mindless TV show. Rest. It is in those places of rest and quiet that inspiration finds us because it whispers to us. It hits us, but it can't get through all the noise. So this is why rest is necessary. And I think a lot of us find creativity and inspiration through that when we travel, when we vacation, when we get away from it all. So that too. All right, that concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it brought you some comfort. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, or subscribing. Hitting the notification bell lets you know whenever I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is to watch the ads. I know they can probably be a little bit annoying, but you can always mute them and just have them on in the background. So I really appreciate anyone who does that as well. I also want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has watched the ads already, been a regular viewer, donated on Venmo, tipped with super thanks, or just commented or liked a video. It means the world to me and to Miss Gracie, of course. I'm wishing everyone the best as always. Please take care, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Hey Group 3, welcome to your reading. So let's take a look at your future financial status here. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands, we have the Sun, we have Horse Spirit, freedom is yours, the Deer and Oat, healing, Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Okay, not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you how it is with this Nine of Wands and the Six of Wands. You will achieve a big financial goal for yourself. You are gonna feel like a winner. You are. However, it's not being just handed to you. This is not you having an inheritance, winning the lottery, coming into some sort of unexpected gift where you're just blessed with this windfall of cash. No. With the Nine of Wands, this is work. This is work. This is, I am bone tired work. It's gonna be hard. But I think with the Sun here and the Six of Wands, you are achieving something financially that you didn't really think was possible for yourself. Like, this is financial success beyond what you thought was achievable. This is big. This is you feeling emotionally fulfilled because you have reached a point with the Horse Spirit of financial freedom. You feel financially free. And I think with the Deer and the Oat, this healing, the reason why I said this, I think this is beyond what you thought was achievable, is because I think for a lot of you, there's just this scarcity mindset, and it doesn't matter how much money you have, you can still have a scarcity mindset. You could be a billionaire and still be stingy. It's true. It's true. I think that was one of the most troubling aspects for me personally when I worked in hospice. My first hospice position was in a very affluent area, or is it affluent? How do you pronounce that? Anyway, I know how to spell it. And so I was seeing very wealthy families, and it was very disheartening to me how it, and I know this is ugly to say, but I kept seeing this over and over again, where it felt like families didn't want to spend their inheritance. That's really what it felt like, your family member is dying, they need this, and you are clutching at the pennies, not wanting to spend for whatever they need. And it was just disheartening because the money was there. The money was there. And so, yeah, I feel like even if you are very wealthy, sometimes people can still have this scarcity mindset where they want to hold on to it. And they're afraid of what is going to happen if they spend the money, if they donate the money. You know, they're just very afraid that they can't get more of it. And so that's how we get the kind of like Scrooge, kind of stereotype or mindset there, right? So for you all, I think there's a scarcity mindset. And maybe that's because you come from, a background of poverty, or you didn't grow up with a lot, or maybe you did, but you grew up in a family where money was everything. And some people just like to have money. It's not about the material things. They just like to have the power of money, like just knowing they have a certain number in their bank account. But I think you're starting to realize through this process, A, you can make this amount of money, especially if you grew up poor. It is possible. It is possible for you to achieve this level of wealth, but also it is possible for you to enjoy that wealth. I'm not saying go out here and spend it all, but you can enjoy that wealth and live comfortably with this Sun card and still have the capacity to earn more. Because this is money that you are earning with the Nine of Wands. You are earning this money. It's not being given to you. And I think that even though that's hard to hear, like with the Nine of Wands, you're going to have to work really hard for this. But at the same time, if you're working for it and you earn it, nobody can come and take it away from you, or it's not a finite resource. If you make this amount of money once, you can do it again. If you create one successful business, you can do it again. Because you know what you're capable of. You know your work ethic. You know you're capable. You know you're smart enough. You know you're savvy enough. You got this. You are competent enough to do this again and again and again. And if you have children, you can teach your kids. I think you're going to be, with the Six of Wands, really inspiring. This is a level of wealth and success where other people can see it. There are visual indicators that you have money, that you have increased your financial status. Maybe your clothes change, your housing situation changes, your neighborhood changes. The restaurants you eat at, the places you frequent, it changes. How you carry yourself, your confidence, it changes. And this is a more specific message with this Sun card. However, if you've always wanted to own some land, if you've always wanted to build your own home, if you've always wanted to work for yourself, those things will be possible with this level of financial success. And with the Turkey spirit, you have enough financial freedom to be able to give, to be able to share. And you've let go of that scarcity mindset, right? So you're not going to be afraid of being charitable. So, and that's really the goal. Like, you want to have more than enough money. Because if you have more than enough money, you have money to give to causes that matter to you. Or you have, like, for example, for me, I would be donating to the SPCA that Gracie came from, because I know they treat their animals really well there. And obviously I love cats so much. So that's where, and when I can now, I donate, but that's where I would be donating my money. If you have a friend who's going through a hard time, you have a family member, you want to give them a loan, you want to help them out. You have enough money to be able to do that. You want to take care of your parents? You have enough money to do that. You want to help your sister pay for school? You have enough money to do that. Or even if you just want to buy your family really nice gifts at Christmas, or whatever for their birthdays, you have enough money to do that. You have enough money to help out or spoil the people that you love and care about. You have more than enough. And you're not living in fear anymore. You're not afraid of money anymore. It's not a topic of conversation that you avoid. You don't have a fear-based mindset anymore around money. You're not afraid of success. You're not afraid of people seeing you, because the Six of Wands, there could be an aspect of this where you have public recognition, where people are aware of your name. Your name means something. So maybe through this you are a public figure in your field or on social media, or you're a business owner and people know you in the community. People know you. People see you. You're a success story. Okay, and now we have your advice cards here. So how can you currently improve your financial situation? We have, it's okay to make mistakes, forgive. You can choose a new beginning, evolution, and allow yourself to have fun, play. With you can choose a new beginning, if there's something you've been wanting to do, but you've been too afraid to do it, you want to change career fields, you want to leave your dead-end job, you want to go back to school, you want to start a business, you can take steps now, no matter how small they are, to get there. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to feel like you're not really happy with the choices that you've made so far. It's not too late to change. As long as you're alive, you still have more time. Would it be harder? Yeah. Think about that episode in Friends, or it's really like a story arc, where Chandler decides that he's not happy. Even though financially he's doing well in his job, he's not happy. And I think he decides that he wants to go into marketing or advertising. And so then he starts an internship, and everyone in the room is, 10, 15 years younger than him. And here he is alongside all of these young people and feeling out of place. And you see that in like college courses too, where there will be someone in the room and maybe they're in their 60s, but it's never too late. If you're still alive, you still have time. And anything you tell yourself otherwise is just you holding yourself back. Is it maybe going to be a harder road for you? Yeah, but you got it. You can do it. Sorry if you hear my dog moving around. And allow yourself to have fun with the process. Have more fun with financial planning. I think you have to get over that fear. You have to get over that fear and allow yourself to be a human and to make mistakes and just go with it and learn from those mistakes. But you have everything it takes to be successful. We see that with the Six of Wands. Is it going to be hard with the Nine of Wands? Yeah. But with the Sun card, it's like your success is guaranteed if you put in the work. And if you're brave enough to start with this evolution card. Okay, I gotta let my dog out. And we're done anyway. Okay, take care. All right, that concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it brought you some comfort. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, or subscribing. Hitting the notification bell lets you know whenever I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is to watch the ads. I know they can probably be a little bit annoying, but you can always mute them and just have them on in the background. So I really appreciate anyone who does that as well. I also want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has watched the ads already, been a regular viewer, donated on Venmo, tipped with super thanks, or just commented or liked a video. It means the world to me and to Miss Gracie, of course. I'm wishing everyone the best as always. Please take care, and I hope to see you in my next reading.